Hey there, I just picked up this Acer Air Monitor. I have a 16-month-old son who had a very tough time last year with his eczema, simply because our house was a little too dry, and it took us a long time to figure out what was going on with him because we had to try out a bunch of different lotions, creams, even steroid cream before we figured out that the house was too dry. And so this year, as it starts to get a little bit cooler, we're just being proactive and figuring out what the humidity level is in our home. And I kind of like this thing because it not only tells you about the humidity, it also tells you about the CO2 and then some of the other pollutants in the air that may affect your health. So what I want to do is just walk you through what comes in the box here and getting it connected to your phone, whatnot. It's really simple, easy to set up. Took me like a couple minutes, but let's just jump right into it right now. So here's the box without the cover on it. It comes in a slick little box. It looks a lot like the Samsung Galaxy S4, pretty neatly packed in there. And then when you pull it out, so here's what's actually inside there. You have two little boxes. This one is the component itself, the tool Air Monitor. And then this is the wires and instruction manual and things like that. So we'll open that up in just a minute. So when you look at this, you have got a little LED light here, and then here is the port to charge it. It has a mini USB, and it comes with the charger there. And then on the back, you've got the information here as well as the on-off. So I'm just going to turn this thing on here. And by the way, I just want to point out, you can mount this. I have been trying it on some different areas. Of course, I put it in my son's room first, but I've been looking at it in some different areas just to get a sense as to what the quality is. So as soon as we turn it on, you notice that the lights start going on, the LED lights themselves, and that is just to indicate that the product is on and that it's actually taking readings. Here you've got the wires, you've got a screw to mount the piece if you want to put it on the wall. You've also got an adapter here that is mini USB. Basically, it just allows you to have that mounted on the wall. And then you've got the charger piece, and then you see that there's the USB, very common, you see it on a lot of different devices, very common charger. So now with the product on and unboxed, what you do is you just go into the App Store and you're going to download the app. I've already done that, so all I have to do is hit open. And when I did, I just set this up. It was really easy to do. But what you notice is that you can get a sense as to the air quality right off the bat. You notice here that it's going to tell you the humidity level. So in my home, it's 43%. I think when I did some research, it's supposed to be about 50%, so it's kind of low there. You also have a internal temperature, and then you've got a reading here. This says that it's good. Air quality is good. You'll notice here that is the CO2. So it gives you an actual range of what the CO2 should be at. And it gives you some ideas as to the different things that would improve or affect the CO2, along with some different plants that you could use to help out. Personally, I thought this was pretty good. I thought that I should probably pick up a few of these just to keep the CO2 level down, particularly in the wintertime. I'm in Maryland, so the winter can get a little cold here. We don't have our windows open as much, and so to have something that reduces the CO2 would probably be helpful. You've also got another indication here, and again, when you click on it, the volatile organic compounds, you can actually see what they are, a little bit of explanation as to how much you should have, and the ratings. And then it'll tell you kind of how to limit them. Again, with recommendations for the different plants that help out. You notice the Boston fern is a pretty good one, it looks like. Here you've got the PM 2.5. This is the particulate matter. And then you've also got PM 10. So overall, this thing is really easy to use. It's very functional, and it gave me some insight that I didn't really know about. I'm still playing around with it to try it out in different locations in my home, just to get an idea of where it would be best. I at first wanted it for my son's room, but I noticed that when I go to different rooms, I can get some different readings. And so I'm going to try it out a little bit and see where it would be best. But even picking up on, some of the information about the CO2 makes me want to go out and get some different plants to make sure that the air quality is good. So if you are in a situation where you want to monitor the air quality, maybe you need it for your cooking environment, or maybe you're around some different chemicals or what have you, and you want to just make sure that you're safe and that your family's safe, then I would recommend that you pick this up. Really easy to set up and super helpful, and I think that it's doing a great job so far at monitoring the air. So check it out.